Okay, welcome back again. After we complete the architecture part, now we have a good lab. So now we need to restrict the network access to platform as a service resource with the virtual network service endpoint. So, and the virtual network service endpoint enable you to limited network access to some of Azure service resource from your Azure virtual network subnet. You can also remove the internet access to the resources. So the service endpoint provide a direct connections from your virtual network to support Azure service. So this will allowing you to use your virtual network private address space to access the Azure service. So in this point, the traffic designed to Azure resource through the service endpoint always stay on the Microsoft Azure backbone network. And this is our target. And we have a 10 tasks we have to do in our lab to complete restricted network access for your platform and service. So we're gonna create a virtual network, then we're gonna create a subnet and they enable the service endpoint, then we create the NSG, we need to add additional outbound rule, then we have to allow the RDP connection, then we go to create the storage account, then we have to create a file share in your Azure storage account, then we back again to restricted the network access, then we deploy maybe two virtual machine, then we gonna confirm the access to the storage account, and we have to join the VM to try to check the access. So let's go through that. First one, we're gonna create the virtual network, and let's go the virtual network. You know how to create virtual network. So it's simple. Let's create the resource group name, my resource group. Then we create my name for the instance. Then selected the US. Then jump to IP address. Then here in default, let's change the field and write the public. And you know why we change public. Let's know later in, and ensures the IB version 4 and as space is 10.0.0.0 slash 16. Then select, go to as security, make sure the bastion host disable, do this disable, firewall disable, but it always I can say based on your security recommendation which you use it in your landing zone, and you can change all this configuration later. Then create it, simply create. Okay, then let's, okay, the second point or second task is related to create a subnet, and then we need to enable the service point. Okay, go to subnet, create subnet, go to name of subnet, private, then scroll down, then we need to write the service. Okay, let's select the service and then we can select the storage. Okay, then save. Okay, so now we add the storage. So we have a public, we have a private. Is okay. Then task number 3 is related to network security group. So let's go direct for a security group, go to create security, and selected the same resource group which you created, then private NSG and as US as you see. Then okay, let's create, then deployment process. Okay, go to resource, then as I mentioned we need to outbound security role, create outbound security pool, resource service tag, then the internet virtual network, destinations service tag, internet, we need to click box 4. Okay, this is storage. Okay, let's the destination. So the service tag and the service tag, virtual network, and destination service tag, and destination service tag, it will be a storage. Okay, and what is destination port? It will be any. Go scroll down. Let's, we need to name, we have a all allow storage for all. Add, these are creating security rules, outbound, refresh, it will be showing here. Okay, so let's jump to add additional outbound rule. Create service tag, then virtual network, destination service tag, then destination, it will be strike, then go down. Okay, deny, what is the name? Deny, alternate all, add. This create security rule. That's good. Refresh. That's good. So let's jump on number 5 for allow RDP connections. So in this task, just try to understand, you will allow to create and bound security rule to allow access to remote desktop RDP connections. So keep in your mind, this rule will override a default security rule that denied all inbound traffic from the internet. So the remote desktop connections will be allowed to the subnet so that the connectivity can be tested later. Go to inbound, then add. For destinations, we're gonna service tag, destination virtual network, port 3389 as RDP. Scroll down, name, allow RDP all, add. Okay, subnet, associate, then let's associate this one to private. That's cool. Okay, so the communication to and from all resource in the subnet will be now be limited. Okay, storage, create, let's use my resource group, this one. Let's scroll down, then okay, the storage account name, let's write storage. Okay, for redundancy, the now geo redundancy, no, we see LRS. Okay, review, create, the simple one. Okay, let's go to number 7 for create a file share in the storage account. So we create the file storage. We create the storage account. Let's go to storage account, create file there. So go to file. Okay, the file name will be marketing, create, then we'll need to jump to task number 8 for restricted network. But in this task, you will restricted the network access to the private subnet. So the network access from the internet and all other subnet in all virtual network is denied. So you have to keep in your mind, by default, the storage account accept network connections from the client or from the clients in the any network and included the internet. So in this step, as you know, we're gonna restricted the network access to resource created through the Azure services enabled for the service endpoint via across services. So let's go to network. We have two tabs here, as you see, firewall and virtual network and private endpoints. Let's go for firewall and virtual network, then enable for a selected network and IP address, and we're gonna select it now. add the existed one which we created already. Okay, what's the virtual network? Core service, yes, to the right. Then subnet, what's subnet? Private, yes. Okay, add, then save. Okay, let's scroll down, go to security, access control. Okay, access key. Yes, this is what I need. Okay, remember, we're gonna take the key for access key, we take copy. Okay, and you will know why we take copy from access key. We have a two key here, key one, key two. So let's take the first key and take copy. And as I mentioned, you will know why we take it copy. Okay, for task number 9, it will be gonna deploy the virtual machines. Suppose template, or template maybe you have. Let's go to Cloud Shell. Okay, we're gonna upload the template and parameters file into the Cloud Shell. Okay, let's upload the first one. It will be JSON file. Okay, again upload. We're gonna apply the VM parameter just okay. Good. Then write the Azure account show outbound table. This command. Okay, then we have Azure account set for a subscription as we have a subscriptions one. Then we have RG name, my resource group, then the new resource group deployment, and we have resource group and RG named for a template vm.json, and we have also template parameter for vms parameter.json as we uploaded already. Okay, let's see the result. Okay, let's close and verify the PaaS virtual machine if it's created. Go to virtual machine. Okay, it's created. That's good. Now let's jump with the last one to confirm access for storage account. It's simple. We're gonna this is private and this public. Let's connect it to a virtual. So to private the private VM as beginning. Let's connect RDB. Okay, download. Open the file. Connect. Test user. Password. Okay, connect the private. Okay, let's open the search. We're gonna search for PowerShell, points PowerShell, and we need to map the Azure file to share Z drive. We need to run the command, this command, and we have this. Remember which copy for access key? Yes, for string to convert. Then, and as you know, this command and the storage account as a key placeholder and has been replaced with the key one value which we already copied before. So let's go with credentials, and now for a system management automation for base key credentials, and okay for Azure storage account and access key. Okay, we need to new base drive for Z drive. Okay, and all this file for a marketing credential. Okay, so the Azure file share successfully mapped to the Z file. Okay, so now we're gonna confirm that the VM has no outbound connectivity to the internet from this command. Let's ping. If we ping, let's do okay. Okay. As you see, no reply because the network security group associated to private subnet doesn't allow the outbound access to the internet. Okay, let's close and connect to another VM. Okay, connect RDB is the same. Connect connect, username, password. Okay, then we need to open as well PowerShell, PowerShell. Then okay, access key. Okay, we need also to confirm is denied to the storage account. So we write this one access key, convert to storage. We need to paste the copy from access key for key one. Let's to confirm credential, new object, system management automations, argument for storage account, access key. Okay, then new bus drive, Z drive, file system, root, credential. Okay, okay. As expected, this as expected, the access is denied because the Contuso public VM is deployed in the public subnet. The public subnet doesn't have service endpoint enabled for Azure storage. So the Azure storage account only allowing network access from the private subnet, not in the public subnet. So now what is we need to confirm by Bing, we need to confirm is the public has outbound connectivity to the internet. Let's Bing. Okay, it's showing is good. Oh, let's close. Okay, storage account, file share, market. Okay, the machine doesn't seem to have access. So access is denied because your computer is not a private subnet of the Contuso service VNet virtual network. Okay, thank you. I hope this lab give you a more information how you restricted network access to your platform as a service using the virtual network service endpoint.